have really weird, strange dreams. I think my imagination is a little bit aggressive. So in one of them, he was in our bathroom, and he was, like, on the phone. And I was like, what's my dad doing here? This doesn't make any sense. And I could just hear him talking. And even though in my dream I logically knew that he wasn't alive. And so it was very confusing and a little unnerving.
We'd like to welcome our spirit guides, our spirit teachers, our loved ones, and our angels to gather here today, delivering their messages for our highest and best. We'd like to ask them to come forward delivering their messages through the white light. Based on, what you're here for, would you mind just giving me the overview of things that you wanted to talk about, or?
I guess my dad passed away almost 4 months ago.
Okay.
So, I guess just anything to do with him.
Mm-hmm. So reconnecting with your loved one?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I brought some things.
Okay. What I'm going to do is go ahead and what I like to do is write down his name.
Okay.
What that does for me is it sets the stage for him and him only to come forward. I'll feel his stuff.
This is actually for the prayer card if you want to
Perfect.
write that down.
You know, is his name, did he go by Grant?
He did, yes.
Okay, so exactly what's there. And so when I feel a presence of any sort, I'm going to do anything I can to describe him in any way that I'm being shown.
Mm-hmm.
This helps me to know who I'm talking with, but it shows you that I'm really with him.
Okay.
So the very first thing that I come up with here, he's acknowledging the fact like he doesn't want to fight anymore, he doesn't want to battle anymore. And again, I'm not clear if that means like he was genuinely sick and he didn't want to. But I feel like there was a lot of fear around this as well, because I get this shaky kind of a feel in my body. Like I don't really believe that he was really genuinely wanting to let go, but I feel like he had to. He wants you to know that all is okay. You will be okay. He tells me how proud he is of you for the strength that you carry. So even though you're suffering, you're not alone. And they're saying that it's A-okay to be able to admit that you need people. This is not shutting off. There we go.
I think that she did know things that were very specifically him, but I'm also not 100% sure that, in my own mind, just that she was really with him. She talked a lot about someone who was there that I don't actually know if my dad knew this person. She talked about someone in the military who died young, I think. I don't know anyone in my dad's life like that. Some of the things she said didn't totally make sense to me. She talked about him and I always butting heads, and that was more my relationship with my mom. So that didn't totally make sense to me. And she also, one of the first things she said from him was that he felt like relief after a long fight or something along those lines, and he was sick for a very long time. So, and we all felt that him passing would be a relief, so he wouldn't have to be suffering anymore. So I think that caught me when she immediately she said that he was relieved now. It was kind of upsetting, thinking about him having to fight, I guess, just how long he was sick, but it was also reassuring, because when someone's sick, you always hope they get better, and for him, I guess that had to mean that he passed, and that's how he kind of got better. So it was good to know that from her perspective, he felt that he was, at peace.
When you spoke to the medium, did you feel like you were speaking to him again?
I don't think I felt that. I don't think I felt him there specifically. I felt him in other places, I think. I mean, I feel him at his house on the lake that my grandfather and my dad built when my dad was in high school, and so that house has kind of been the party house. My dad and my stepmom actually got married here. It was really cool since this is such a big part of our lives and such a big part of my dad's life that he got to, you know, celebrate his marriage here. Every voicemail that my dad ever left me began, "Hey Rin, Daddy-O."
Yep,
Like,
Daddy-O.
with like I had like
But
5
he called his
voicemails.
father Daddy-O too. Him with the potato launcher.
Well,
They made a potato launcher. One of the many deck parties.
Margaritaville.
He used to work at the track.
Oh yeah.
He did all the audio
That's
visual
fun.
stuff over at
Okay, she's
the Raceway.
sorry.
So here he is in the Raceway.
I made a photo collage for the services, and it was like
grandfather.
there was like 20 photos of my dad holding a fish.
Loved fish.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved fish.
We've always had a boat. This one's 3 years old maybe, and that was like the best thing about the summer was going on boat ride. And I definitely learned to fish on this dock, so I probably caught a lot of sunfish here, and that was something that we did every summer.
They said it was not curable, but they said that a lot of people live with this disease quite a long time. I didn't think he believed it. Even towards the very end, when he was getting sicker and sicker, one of the last visits he had, we were going down to see this this doctor in Concord, and he was the oncologist guy, and Grant was always butting heads with him. Anyway, we leave that office, and he says, "You know what?" He says, "I'm going to live another 5 years just to piss Shetty off."
It is June 5th, no, it's not 19, it's 2011. Holy moly, I was 10 years behind. Here on beautiful little Squam Lake with Cowboy Bill in the unsinkable Molly Brown, or whatever we call this contraption. Say hi to everybody.